This month marks my second LUSH anniversary. As you might or might not know, I am the social media editor of LUSH Austria at the moment. The last 2 years were a roller coaster of emotions, fun, happiness, and as LUSH is a very important part of my life, I thought I would tell you my LUSH story. Now, as 2 years is a very long time, and so much has happened in the last 2 years, I will do a part 1 and part 2 video. So today I will tell you how I actually got into LUSH, and in the next video I will tell you how I went from working at the shop to working at the office. So in 2014 I lived in London for a year, and there I met so many amazing people. One of them was Tora, who is now one of my best friends ever. And one day we went shopping to Croydon and she dragged me in this really nice smelling shop called LUSH. Before that, I had never heard of LUSH before. I had no idea what they sell or I've never heard of it before. After my year in London, I moved to Vienna. And one day I also decided to go shopping, and I went to Straße, which is like the main shopping street in Vienna. And I was really excited and immediately texted Tora and told her the great news, because I didn't know that LUSH also existed in Austria. Right after that I started going to uni, and a few months later I decided that it was time to get a student's job. But I knew that I couldn't just get a normal student job, becoming a waitress or whatever. I wanted to work at LUSH. It was my goal to become part of the LUSH team. So around Christmas I went back to the LUSH shop at Straße together with my CV and my letter of motivation, and I started talking to one of the shop assistants. And fun fact, this girl called Sara is now one of my best friends, but that's a whole different story.
Was?
However, she then told me that they are currently not looking for anyone, but I should just like them on Facebook, and once they're looking for someone, they will post about it. And so I went home, liked every single LUSH Austria page I could find on Instagram and Facebook, and just waited. A few weeks later, I went on Instagram and I saw a new post by LUSH Austria saying that a new shop is opening soon and they are still looking for people to apply. And I knew this was my chance. And on the next day, I sent them my CV and waited again. And then a few weeks later, I get an email saying that they want to invite me to a recruitment evening. And I should just prepare 2 of my favorite products, in a sense of, knowing the ingredients, knowing what these ingredients do to the body. So basically everything a shop assistant should know when working at LUSH. I was obviously totally over the moon and I couldn't believe the news. And as by then I've only tried 2 products, which were the Intergalactic Bath Bomb and the Dragon's Egg Bath Bomb. It was pretty easy for me to choose which product I would present. And then the day came and we met in another shop in Vienna. I was super nervous, but everyone was really nice, so my nervousness went straight away, which was good. And the first thing we did was getting to know each other, obviously. And we did that by, telling everyone who we were, what we did. We also had to tell the people what we liked most about LUSH. And I remember that everyone was saying something like, oh, I like them because I'm vegetarian or vegan. And back then I was neither vegetarian nor vegan. So I thought oh shit, what should I do now? Because in my mind I thought you had to be vegetarian or vegan to work at LUSH, which is not true. And so I said, and up to this day it is still one of my favorite LUSH values ever. I said, what I like most about LUSH is how friendly everyone is. And you feel welcomed the minute you walk into a shop. Afterwards, we did some other activities, and our last challenge was presenting our favorite product. And so I went to the bath bomb section and had to realize that Intergalactic as well as Dragon's Egg were both sold out. So I had to improvise a bit. So I just checked all the bath bombs, and a blue bath bomb called Frozen caught my eye. And so I checked the ingredients on the label and just waited until it was my turn. And then it was my time to present, and I started with Frozen is not only my favorite film, but it's also my favorite bath bomb. And I finished my demo, and shortly after that, the evening was over. And I remember thinking, well, that was really cool, but I'm sure they won't take me. I just had the feeling that everyone else was better than me, and so I just tried not to get my hopes up too high. A week afterwards, I got a call from LUSH saying that they would love to have me in their team, and I just could not believe my luck. It really took me a while to realize, no, they didn't make a mistake. They really want to have me in their team. And this is where my LUSH story began. A part 2 is coming soon because there are still so many stories I haven't told you yet. So please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And I shall see you next week. Bye!